But we need a guarantee that in cooperating in those processes, we will not harm ourselves, we will not end up being homeless. And we need to hear that from you, Mayor. And we have hope that you do have interest of your people at heart, and that you take the spatial justice issue very seriously. And we would like to invite you, as a last demand, to come and meet us on Sunday, if it's possible.
Okay, afternoon. Just one or two issues from my side. Your demands, your letter, your memorandum, lots of inaccuracies, unfortunately. We did at Mako today discuss your eviction. Same with all the inaccuracies in some of the newspapers this morning. We stop Salt River development. There's people in the city doing the rounds in the city, pumping communities full of wrong information. There was never a decision made in Mako or in council to stop the Salt River development. That development will continue as far as I'm concerned. The big fear is just, if people go and invade that site, then we won't be able to develop. You have invaded Woodstock Hospital. It will be a problem. That's what it is, unfortunately. Even if you take tenancy, currently you are not tenants at Woodstock Hospital because the city of Cape Town did not put you there. But we could not put you there because we were not responsible for that building. The decision today was to buy that building or not. That building, the ownership currently as it stands, is in the hands of provincial government and not the city of Cape Town. That's why I'm saying you are pumped full of inaccuracies and you believe all the talks on the road people bring you. And they do it for various reasons. They want to start a stir in the city, and they want to gear and gang people up against the city, etc., etc., and they strive on it, and they get center stage in the newspapers with all of the inaccuracies that is doing the rounds. The decision today, and let me give you that decision, was to buy or not to buy, not to evict. And if we are going to evict or not, that is a decision down the line to make, because we still need, there's lots of agreements to be signed between the city and province. There's lots of stuff that needs to happen legally. At the end of the day, as a government, we need to follow protocol and legal protocol, and that is time-consuming, unfortunately. The issue with you at Woodstock site, the problem there is, if we need to develop and rectify that site, the point is what to do with people on the site. And you're making it very, very difficult for us with regard to processing on that site. We're working with legal protocols, as I've said, pertaining to housing waiting lists, unfortunately. If people like it or not, we act under the National Housing Code. We need to follow that code with regard to housing provision. People need to appear on the housing waiting list. And the other issue with the housing waiting list, if we allow people just to occupy premises, occupy buildings, we can throw our integrated housing list away and kiss it goodbye. Because tomorrow many, many other people will go and do exactly the same. And how are you going to keep control? And that's it's a difficult situation you're putting us under. And I just want to caution with regard to the continued invasion of land and invasion of properties. That is currently, as we stand, that is currently what it is. You are invaders. And according to my terms, well, you may disagree with me, but I didn't stop you guys when you're talking. You must now listen to me, regardless if you don't agree with me. But the point the fact of the matter is, it's also inaccurate to say there is no housing developments around the city. We approve many, many social housing projects around Cape Town, but it takes time. For one development to develop. You begin the planning today. You unfortunately see the end result after 3-4 years. That's unfortunately how long the processes is. Even the processes with regard to 50 houses versus 1,000 houses, it is the same. Let me not go into the merits of it, but it is not correct to say we are not building. We approved many developments. We discussed many developments in the inner city, also around the inner city. Some of the major developments we're pushing to the limit because that will give us a couple of thousands of units, although it is not in the CBD area. I will come to the CBD area now, but Conradie Hospital site is a prime site. It's a multi-million rand site, and we want, with provincial government, want to build just over 3,500 units on that site. And then nearer to the city, there's other sites as well, where we intend to build hundreds of units. So at the end of the day, Mr. Chair, I don't know what they call you, if you're the chairperson of the group and that sort of thing, or the spokesperson.
No, I'm not.
At the end of the day, if we are going to do the thing you guys are doing, I foresee major problems, because many other people out there will begin to do the same, and to say just invade a piece of land or a site, at the end of the day you will, after all, be regularized, and we can't want to operate like that. We have people, I push for people on the housing waiting list. That is 25 years on the waiting list. That is 30 years on the waiting list. The last couple of weeks I was in the forefront to go and hand over keys to such people, to make sure those high on the waiting list get their housing opportunities. That drive from my side will continue. And at the end of the day, the talks about the courts understand. But one thing the courts do understand, the court asks us, are you operating within the housing code? I cannot deviate from the housing code. I know you want me to make populist decisions, and that is to say yes all the time. And people will shout, Dan Plato is the grandest mayor and the grandest guy under the sun. But it might not be legal. It might not be what laws of government dictate from us to do, unfortunately. And I take your point with regard to, I had now given my synopsis of our thinking, and yes, my door is open. I many a times don't even need to make appointments with people. You can ask my staff. I've got the open door policy. I see community entities every week. Many of them. I don't run away from communities. I am many a times in communities. Last week I spent times in some communities, and at the end of the day, why I did not come to your site, because that site currently as it stands, you must ask the Premier to visit you, because that building is not a City of Cape Town building, currently, it's not. So at the end of the day, if Malusi Boy was there, it is fine, but at the end of the day, we will do the necessary with regard to the future of the Woodstock site, and you will be informed within the next couple of weeks pertaining to that. I think the intention of the City of Cape Town is to buy that building from provincial government. Thank you.
That's it.
Firstly, let's say thank you very much thank you for taking your time to meet with us, Mr. Mayor. Maybe we appreciate the fact that you're saying you have got an open door policy.
We appreciate the fact that you're saying you have an open door policy. I will not argue on the technicalities of whatever you said and our occupation. Whether you agree with our occupation or not, we are still protected by the PI Act.
Let me say, look, the PI Act is an act protecting your rights,
yes, sir,
but also protecting our rights.
Yes, sir.
And a court can decide on who's right and who's wrong after all at the end of the day. Okay. But I must say, and I'm not negative when I say this to you, I don't see what I'm going to say now in a negative light. I cannot agree unfortunately, with your occupation. It is counterproductive regarding what we want to achieve with that building. We really, and I want to make this point, we really want to develop that building. We want to transform that building. We cannot leave that building in its current state. Now, with people in there, it will make it very, very difficult for us to do what we want to do. And if people continuously invade buildings and things like that.
Okay, wait, comrades, wait. I don't think. Okay,
but
so
okay, let's leave the merits of the issue.
Yeah.
I think I've made my point. Thanks.
Comrades, wait. Please, Mr. Mayor, don't leave. Please, comrades, please bear with us. There's two things we don't. With the technicalities and all of that, we don't want to be stuck to that. On
I just think I needed to make my point clear.
Yes, sir. Thank you for making a point clear. We might not agree with it, but then we'll argue that some other time.
That's fine.
There's 2 points that brought us here that I think it's important that we must clarify. One is the question around the eviction. Are you saying that you're giving them a guarantee that the city has no intentions of evicting the people at CGH now?
That was not part of our agenda items this morning. Today, not. It was not part of that. Might happen later on within the. Look, I can't talk about evictions because we haven't bought that building.
But you still have power of attorney. You have power of attorney, sir. But anyways,
let's not go into those technicalities.
Okay, so second point, wait comrades, wait Mankaban, can we invite you to come and meet with us?
Not on Sunday.
Yes, if you can't come on Sunday,
it's long weekend.
Can we arrange?
We can arrange.
Okay, thank you very much. Comrades, I think what is important for us is that we have clarity from the mayor himself that today they did not discuss evicting us. It means that they will sleep with both eyes closed. Né? Yes. But we also want to engage the mayor more on the questions that we have. Ne? And so we're working towards getting the mayor to come to us because he might be tired now from all the engagements that he has. We need to be fair on him as well. Ne? So the mayor has indicated that he's not opposed to come and meet with us, but not for this Sunday. But perhaps we'll just meet with him aside now to work out when he's available for him to come and meet with the whole, with everyone staying there. But in coming, Mr. Mayor, we have a huge issue with the ward councillor that doesn't understand their role in the society. Dave Bryant is the councillor of Woodstock. Whether he agrees or likes the occupiers at CGH or not, he is still accountable to them. Can we ask that when you come meet with us, that you bring him, because we've been asking him to come and meet us as the residents. We are not different from other residents in Woodstock. It just happened that we got evicted and we found ourselves staying in occupations. We do not want to stay in occupations.
Dave
we want government to keep us housing.
Let me protect the councillor. Very difficult for the councillor to go on site. Any move made by the councillor will become part of the court papers if there's eviction notices down the line, unfortunately. Then the councillor compromises his position. The other day, let me not go to the other day, but let me say that provision of services and requests for more and more services, that is not for the councillor to make under these circumstances, unfortunately not. But when I get to you, I might decide that to bring the councillor or not. These issues are serious issues. I have to stress to reclaim the city. You also, and you can disagree with me, you also compromise your own positions, your own situations with occupation, and you set us back with regard to proper developments on those sites. Woodstock is a prime site for the city and provincial government, and currently we can't do nothing with that site.
Okay, so comrades, so we will take more questions and so on when we're having a formal meeting with the mayor. The mayor has clarified, Mankabane, at least The eviction question is not on the cards for now, he said. Ne? And so it's coming. He indicated that it might be coming in the future, but for now it's not. Ne? Which basically means that we still have got homes
That's fine.
for quite a while. So he will come and meet with us. We'll just arrange now as to when he'll come. And we'll take more questions when we meet with everyone. We'll take the mayor around to see what we've done with that hospital. We've turned it into a home. Now we have got a crash, we have a society that we're building there. We're looking after that site. We've added value on that site. But perhaps we can show you around when you're there how we live in that site, so as for you to get a clear understanding of who these people that have occupied that piece of land, that building are. But comrades, let's leave it here for now. I don't want us maybe to get more into the questions. We will meet later today or tomorrow and work out exactly what we want to ask from the mayor. And then when the mayor comes, we will have a chance to engage the mayor more. But we wanted him to clarify this question and to invite him. And we've achieved that. And I think it's only fair that we release the mayor. Comrade Mayor, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Okay.
Ethan, can we work out as to when you...
That lady there, is it for me?
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor, sorry, I speak very soft. Besides the fact that what you said about vagrants or whatever the way you said for
I didn't
coming,
mention the word vagrants.
but that's how it sounds, because you can't say that we are tenants, you understand? Don't misunderstand me, please. Hear what I have to say first. I'd just like to know, because as you're talking about you're looking for somebody to buy the property, the Stockton Hospital, you're talking about all the city, right? So what happens if you people take it over, they buy it over and blah, 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 all these things. I just want to know what's going to happen to the elderly, those that have kids and things, that you're going to place them in Wolverine. I just had that concern. Understand? So if you can maybe clarify it to people.
Too soon, too early to discuss those technicalities. That will keep us busy for the rest of the afternoon.
Okay, can maybe...
What?
We are homeless. We are desperate.
Wait, Mr. Mayor.
Yes. That is legal terminology. It's not an insult.
It's fine. Comrades,
It's factual
wait, come on.
communication.
I'm protecting you, Mr. Mayor.
No. I don't need protection. I can protect
I'm
myself.
I'm facilitating. There's a question.
I said so. I said so.
Last question, and then we let the mayor go.
Mr. Mayor, I know you said you will come and you will come and speak to us, you'll come and see our occupation, but I need to clear my chest here and just tell you this now, because I listened to your synopsis. But the one thing that's very clear to me, and I must tell you this right here and right now, is that you said, you made the statement that the city did not put us there. But I have a question for you. Who put the city where they are? Who put you where you are? That is my question, but you can answer that when you come to the occupation again.
Who put you there, Mr. Mayor?
It doesn't mean you put us there, that you take, for you, it's a right decision. For me, it is not a right decision. But you want me, I need to condone your actions. It cannot work like that.
We don't want that.
So, you understand what I'm trying
Mr. Mayor,
to say?
let's close it here.
Okay,
Comrades,
thank you.
good night.
Goodbye.
Wait, comrades. Yeah.
Nice.
Come on.
But if you see my room, you're gonna wanna love in there. It's a White House. Unfortunately, my phone is there. I got a password.
Give me your number. I think we got the email or something.
Yeah, we send an email to our office.
We can maybe just get your...
Okay, give
your number.
me your cell. What is... No.
I'll give it 2 numbers. Thank you. Yeah, I'll give it 2 numbers.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Mayor.
It's a pleasure. No problem.
We appreciate it.
Yourself the number. Super 9.
And a name as well, please.
Is your email address still the same? Is it Cape Town at Douglas?
Yeah. No. Cape Town.
Cape Town. So it's Daniel Plato
Yeah.
at Cape Town.
So this guy is from Malone.